Right. And the first part of it is it's the curses of disobedience. So in verse 15, it says, "If you do not obey the Lord your God by carefully following all his commandments and statutes I am giving you today, all these curses will come upon you and overtake you." Now,
Mm,
this is after they left out, because a lot of people say, well, this happened when they were in Egypt. And it's no, this is
mm-mm.
actually after they came out of Egypt. This is what was being told to them after they came out of Egypt,
That's
that they
right.
needed to follow these. So when you say, "Oh, well, they were in Egypt for 400 years," actually, they were not in Egypt for 400 years. Um, and this proves that they were not, and those curses did not come upon them in Egypt because they did not go into Egypt as slaves. They became slaves while they were occupying in Egypt. In
That's
fact, they were
right.
invited into Egypt. And then the Pharaoh said, "Oh, now I could turn them into slaves."
That's
That
right.
didn't happen. So now that you know
Right.
that this is after that, now you know, so now we go down to the 28th. I know 28:48, right?
Yo, I was just looking at 49.
Right. And then, well, 47 says, "Because you did not serve the Lord your God with joy and gladness in all your heart and abundance, you will serve your enemies. The Lord will send you against you in famine, thirst, nakedness, and destitution. He will place an iron yoke on your neck until he has destroyed you." Now, who in history has had this iron yoke? Now, if you say, well, a lot of people have been slaves, this is true. People have been slaves in Europe and these different places. Only one group of people, you can do all the research you want, you can stay up all night. You've only known one to have an iron yoke on their neck.
That's right. Yes.
Only one.
And
So,
you cannot deny it.
right, you can't
You
deny
cannot
it.
deny
You
it.
know it, but you don't want to believe it. That's it. Right?
Yes.
So,
Can I drop a bomb on there?
yeah, go ahead.
Acts 5:30. Who out of all the races are hung in a tree? So it's so simple, and you know it. Okay, so Acts 5:30, the God of our fathers raised up Jesus, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree.
Right.
Where does that fit?
So they give you this cross, they give you a stake, but that's not what it says. It says that he was hung
Hung.
on a tree. And you only know one group of people that get hung from a tree. So the
That's
iron
right.
yoke hung from a tree. And if you go down to the 68th chapter of Deuteronomy in 28:68,
Oh, the
the
verse,
Lord
yeah.
will return you to Egypt in ships by a route that I said you should never see again. There you will sell yourselves to your enemies as male and female slaves, but no one will buy you. In other words, nobody could come and buy you out of this bondage.
That's right.
Doesn't matter. So if you see, right, you got black billionaires that's still in bondage. They're gonna have all the money they want to. Oprah Winfrey's still in bondage. Tyler Perry still in bondage. They're not
Right.
free.
Right. Right.
Why?
Right.
Because there's a world authority that's always over them. It doesn't matter. And when the powers that be get done with them, you'll see that they had never had any power,
That's
or else
right.
they'd be saving their people. Anybody, any person of color that has money like that and is not coming and saving his people, then the money's worthless.
Then it's
Because if
worthless. That's
all of
right.
us don't come up, none of us have come up.
That's right. Yeah.
You've
That's
only
right.
been allowed a little wedge out of a door, but you're still not free. You got to
Yeah.
come back to the plantation.
Yeah.
You're never really free.
Yeah.
And this is what you have to see. This is the truth. You can read scriptures up, down, sideways. This is the truth of what the scriptures are telling you. So it's not about an organization, it's about a bloodline. And the reason why it's about a bloodline, didn't it tell you it was about a bloodline in Genesis? It told you it was about a bloodline in Revelation. And you want to make it that it's not about a bloodline.
That's right.
You can do that, but it's not true.
Yeah.
You know it's
Yeah.
about a bloodline. That's why it follows from beginning to end.
That's right.
Nothing has changed.
That's right.
The
Yeah.
covenant that he made hasn't changed.
That's right.
And so you have to see the characters. How do these people, only one group of people follow the hangings, only one group of people follow being scattered. When
That's
you say
right.
that people have come here to the United States, if the Europeans, the Gentiles, were all came over on ship, the Italians, the Irish, the English, the Spanish, they all came over here voluntarily on ships. Only one group of people didn't come here voluntarily on ships,
That's
and
right.
they've been in this nation longer than all the other people that I just named.
That's right.
All of them
Let's
longer. Some
let's
of us were here before that even took place, but still ended up in the bondage,
right.
even though we were already here. Still ended up in the bondage.
That's
You
right.
know,
Yeah.
there's what is it, Tiano people from the islands. They were already there before Christopher Columbus ever came,
That's
but
right.
they got caught up into slavery also.
My peeps.
Why? Because it was a bloodline. Didn't
That's
matter
right.
that you were already here. So I
And that's what
believe that a good portion were
that
here and another good portion came by boat.
that's why
Not
Christopher
everyone.
that's why if y'all look it up, the viewers, Christopher Columbus came here with Hebrew translators. And real quick, I'm gonna have to end it because this place is about to close where I'm at. Um, so this is not it's not the end. We're gonna be right back. Probably I don't even have to say this right now, but let me go ahead and get this other Zoom meeting straight away. And Barrak, thank you so much. Let's get back to it. We're not done yet. We'll be right back.